right, Heather. Administrator here at the Creative Arts Center. I call it our little secret in the park. But it's not a secret to a lot of people that use the facility.
That's right. We have over 300 members that participate at all of our classes and workshops at the Creative Arts Center. And we're in our gallery right now. We have 13 exhibitions of local artists a year. And this is the Barn Dance exhibition by Linda Trowell.
So what other different activities do you have here? I know we have the exhibitions, but as far as classes and people that come in, and there's the quilting.
Quilting, painting, pottery, fiber arts. We have children's school, a Young at Art program. 700 children participate at the Art Center every year, and they take painting and pottery workshops. We have people that work on the wheel, or they can hand build their pottery. You can see the different works in progress around the room. And we're very excited. We're acquiring a new pottery kiln that's being built for us in Toronto as we speak. It's a big acquisition. You can see our old one over here in the corner.
Yep. Now, generally, do people use this for their own personal use, the pottery, or is it a mix between that and for sale?
I would say both, but they really do. They're very enthusiastic about making a set of dishes or teapot for their home or for their children, their kids. But we do have several potters that are professionals that do generate their income from the sale of their pottery. Quilts that we have up on the wall here. It's called a bingo block challenge. People had to make like a bingo card out of fabric, and instead of numbers they used a row of yellow, a row of red, purple, blue, green.
So there's different activities that are theme oriented, or
This was at one of the Oxford Quilters Guild meetings, and they actually played bingo on these blocks. And the blocks are a gift shop, Paul. Everything in the gift shop is made by members of the Art Center. All handmade, fine arts and fine crafts, everything from sculpture, again, to small paintings, pins, jewelry, cards.
This is sort of a showcase of a lot of the different activities that go on here at the Creative Arts Center, and gives people an opportunity to, when they first come in the front door, you know, what's here.
Yep.
Well, 2009 is certainly that we've had some issues as far as economic downturn. We had the closure of Ingersoll Fasteners, which was a little disconcerting for the community. Certainly displaced a lot of workers. But out of that, we've also had some very positive things. Conestoga College announcing that they'll be coming here, the campus out on Thomas Street. Cami Automotive ramping up to full production by spring 2010. Very, very positive sales on their two vehicles that they do have, the Equinox and the Terrain. So, yeah, it's been a little bit of a different year where we've started out with some negative news and trying to turn it around in the second half with some positive news. The infrastructure money has certainly helped us a lot with the road reconstructions we've done throughout the community.
I've sat on the business retention and expansion survey that we did, and sit on the strategic plan for the town of Ingersoll, along with some of our board of directors and our members. They're also part of that. So we all take part. I also meet regularly with Bill Mates, Economic Development, and we keep each other informed on what's going on. So he lets me know what's happening at his end, and we talk about what's going on at our end.
Right. Now, as far as the business community, how are they reacting? I know it's been a little different year. 2009 has been. Are they optimistic generally? I mean, the second half has sort of turned around a little bit as far as some positive impacts, not only in the community, but throughout Oxford County and beyond. I know there's some of them are struggling more than others, but generally, what's the feeling of the members?
Generally, the feeling is pretty positive. It's, we've had a few downturns, but overall, it's very positive, and people have been, I mean, if I look at the number of people that are supporting our events this whole year, you wouldn't know that there'd been a recession on.
True. Yeah.
You know, so I mean, they've been very supportive, and they have been of the chamber. We've been very lucky that way.
It's a tribute both to the chamber and the community, how they do come together in those type of events. So, as far as some of the partnerships involved in the community, I know you're active, and some of your staff are active with Chamber of Commerce and things like that.
Rotarian,
Yes.
I know our food and beverage manager sits on the chamber. We also, I'm the president of the Zonta, which is an organization for the advancement of the status of women, and actually Amelia Earhart was a Zontian. We are also very involved. I'm involved with the cultural committee, which we're now bringing on a black museum into Ingersoll. I'm really excited by that. And the Elmhurst actually was a safe house for the slaves coming up. You know, Mr. Harris and his family were actually the ones who built the house. It was built in 1879. You know, it has ties to Colonel Ingersoll, which of course is the founder of Ingersoll. So this home actually started the cheese industry. So it's really...
That's right. There's the plaque outside with the mammoth cheese that where it came from, and then went on to New York and across to Europe. So there is a lot of history in this building, but certainly we progress as time marches on.
Sure we do. And you know, I think the next few years are really going to be exciting because we've got some interesting plans for the Elmhurst, only to grow it. And it actually employs 127 people. And it's important. It's an important aspect of the town. And so we're just going to go into one of these rooms.
I've never been in one of these rooms, well, I live a mile from here, you know.
That's true, that's true.
It's kind of cool, though.
It is cool.
But Pat, we're in the Lord Connaught room.
Yes, we are, and this is one of 2 suites that we have right now. We're actually going to probably make 4 suites, but this room here is a very popular room for corporate people to have a small meeting maybe after their dinner, and this is also very popular on the weekends with weddings, so that you can have a group of people over here and you're not in a bedroom.
Right, and speaking of the corporate, I know there's use here of many rooms that they use for some of their seminars and conferences here.
Sure. We have everything. Research in Motion is one of our major clients. We have, Pfizer, Lafarge. There's a real myriad of different types of clients that use us. This is what I was telling you about the fact that we are now going to be expanding this. Right now, we have 9 treatment areas, and so we're really excited because one of our bigger problems is we have 49 guest rooms, and when we're full, we don't have enough treatment rooms for every guest that would be wanting spa, and so that's what's driving this force. And
now, do you have a suit I could borrow? Because you're certainly grasping the market, and we are a growing area. And as I said downstairs, that
well, you must be really excited because you have Conestoga College coming to town.
And I think you guys are working on a little bit of a potential partnership with Conestoga.
Yeah, that's
very potential.
That's very potential. But you guys have that total. Is it 3 programs you're going to be running?
Right.
And that's really exciting for the community because I think there's 400 or 500 students.
Right.
That's for us. That's amazing because then then there'll be meetings, of course, because you're going to have training, etc. So that that's a win-win for both of us.
All right. As many people know, Conestoga College announced that they're going to come to Ingersoll. We're here at the site here on Thomas Street. They're just starting some construction. We're very, very excited with some of the programming they're going to be offering. Going to be involved in the power industry, power line technicians, certainly looking at the new opportunities that have come forward through the Green Energy Act, developing some partnerships with some local companies for some training. So it's pretty exciting for Ingersoll to have an entity like Conestoga College want to be involved in Ingersoll. I think it's certainly a tribute to what our community means to people outside of Ingersoll, how we can develop partnerships with educational facilities such as Conestoga and build on those partnerships.